Hey, good evening. I had got a CMMG 22 upper I'm putting together. So I had a stripped upper. It gave me a moment to kind of show how you assemble a strip upper from upper part with using an upper parts kit. Basic, of course, you need a stripped upper of whatever manufacturer you choose. That being said, you're going to need forward assist spring. You're going to need ejection port cover. You're going to need ejection port cover arm. This ejection port cover also needs to make sure you have the C-clamp that rests on the end of the ejection port cover arm and the ejection port cover spring. This gives you the spring tension to allow your ejection port cover to open and close freely. All right, how to get started. Of course, you want to make sure you have small hammer, non-marring, brass end as well as a nylon end, roll pin punch holder, roll pin holder to get it started, and then a roll pin punch to drive it home. The nipple, as I spoke about previously, rest in the end of the forward assist, the end. So that's where they made up to allow you to maintain levelness. All right. Something you always should do is start from the bottom if you can. You're going to hold the forward assist pin and get it started. A couple of whacks should allow it to get started. And looks like we got her started good. All right, good. Now, if you have an opportunity, you probably never see the forward assist spring again. Just give it a little bit of lube. Give it a light oiling, because once you put it in, you'll probably never ever see it again. So what does it hurt to lube it, right? All right. All right, we'll turn that around a little bit so everybody can see. That started pretty good. Now, you're going to push in on that forward assist because that feed paw needs to be facing inboard toward the actual internals. So go ahead and push it in a little bit. That's going to be sitting flush, and you want that to be captured. So you can see that forward assist is captured by the pin. All right. And from there, you switch from the roll pin holder to the roll pin holder to roll pin punch with the nipple. That'll allow you to drive it home and drive it flush. Okay. So from there, get a good hold on it. And she's almost flush. And she's flush. All right, so forward assist is retained and it is in. She's not coming out. All right, now from there, ejection port cover. You take your ejection port cover, you lay it against the receiver like that. All right, now you do need, I mentioned previously, you want to have this C-clamp in on the end of the actual ejection port cover rod. It's very, very small to see, but it is there. So you want to make sure when you get an upper parts kit that it has one installed. Because when you start the ejection port cover, you can see, if you ran it all the way through, that's what it's going to bottom out on, is that clamp. All right? So I'm going to back it out a little bit. You just want to get that started. Then you want to take the ejection port cover spring, and you're going to flip it 90 degrees on both arms. So let me flip this around. You're going to take this spring, grab both ends, and turn them 90 degrees. That's going to give you your torsion up against the receiver. So you already got, look like I need more hands. Spin it 90 degrees, press down against the ejection port, and you want the little arm pressing against the receiver. That's going to give you a tension. So while that's being held there, there we go, all the way through. All right, so push it out so everybody can see it. Just rotate it a little bit. C-clamp sits here against that end. when you twist the ejection port cover spring, you want that little spring there. If I can show people, you want that little spring up against the receiver. That's going to give you attention. The longer spring against the ejection port arm. That allows it to be maintain spring tension to open the ejection port when a round is ejected. All right, that's simple. Basically, to make things simple to understand what's going to happen, if you had, of course, a complete bolt carrier group, come on, you had a complete bolt carrier group, your barrel and barrel nut will be on this end, blocking that from coming forward. So when you have whatever barrel nut for whatever rail you decide on, barrel nut sits here, that encapsulates and pulls the barrel to the receiver, and it blocks this arm from any forward movement. But you have your C-clamp so the rod doesn't go all the way through it. So hopefully that makes sense or gives you an idea in terms of how these go together. And I hope I didn't lose anybody, but that's pretty much how an upper receiver, upper parts kit is installed. All right. Hope you enjoy. Stay safe. Keep firing.